be sharing with you today. And then, of course, a couple of other things that I'm also meant to share today, okay? So today's topic is why people who fail keep on failing. I want to open up somebody's eyes today to why they are not getting the result that they desire. And then hope that after today's meeting, you never ever have to struggle again. That is why I am running today's session, so that you never ever have to wonder why you're not getting the results. Why is it that you started getting some results out of the blues, the results stopped coming? And that is what I'm sharing with you today, okay? So if you're excited to listen, to hear today, to receive today, I want to go to the chat session and say, I am excited. You are excited to receive today. You are excited to, to get all this information today. I want to go to the chat session and say, I am excited. I want to be sure that I am in the right place. I want to be sure that I'm talking to the right people. I want to be sure that everyone is excited to hear and receive today, okay? So awesome. So let's get right to it, okay? So if you want to get the best out of today's meeting, there are a couple of things you need to do. I exposed this training to my team earlier, and the day that I exposed them to this training, there were a lot of network issue here and there. I've improved on the training, but I want you to understand that this training is specially for you today, okay? So first of all, like I said earlier, if you want to get the best out of today's training, please go to a quiet place for the next 1 hour. It may even be less because we've eaten deep into today's meeting already, okay? Number 2, forget everyone else. Don't think about anyone else for now. Just you. If you want to get transformed today, your team will be transformed once you are transformed. Don't be thinking, oh, if my upline can be here, oh, if only my upline is hearing what Ambassador Didi is saying. No. If only my downlines are hearing, no, just invite them. Ensure that they're in this meeting. Do reminders for them and all that. Call them if need be. Of course, not if need be. Call them, ensure that they're in the meeting. And as soon as they're in the meeting, just focus on this meeting 100%. Because if you're there thinking about how this meeting should be touching another person, not how it should be touching you, then you're not going to get the best out of today's meeting. Remind yourself that you are such a great asset throughout this meeting. Where others go and fail, you are going to succeed. Continue to remind yourself throughout this meeting. Where it is hard for other people, you are going to have great ease. Continue to remind yourself, okay? And then also always remind yourself that you are unstoppable. So let's get into the meeting. What is success to you? I want to ask this question. I want everybody to reply me in the next 1 minute or less. In fact, in the next 30 seconds. What is success to you? Because until you define success, some of you may even attain success, you will never know. Some of you may just be chasing another thing, thinking you're chasing success, you would never ever get it. So what is success to you? I want everybody to go to the chat section immediately and let me know. What is success to you? What is that thing you are running towards? What is that thing you are chasing in this business? I want to go to the chat section and let me know what success is to you. Someone said achieving a set goal, to be a top, oh God, so many messages are coming. Okay, and to be on top and remain there, okay? Success is making progress, okay? Fantastic, I like what I'm seeing. In case I miss yours, okay, said success is progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Fantastic. So many people are just saying so many things. As I'm trying to read one, other things are trying to, Chinoya said success is being fulfilled. I like that as well, okay? Fulfilling your purpose from Rosalind, okay? So many people are sending so many messages. I like that you are able to define what success is to you. And I also want you to understand that success is relative. Success to a woman who's handling her home may just be the fact that she's able to, handle her home. Children are able to eat when it should happen. She's able to take care of her kids, take care of the home. Maybe she's not really interested in achieving any other thing except success of her home. Things are running, very well. She doesn't have some of the issues. Kids are able to feed well. Husband is able to provide and all that. To her, that is success for her. She's able to take care of her husband. That is success for her. To another woman, it may not even really be kids. She may not really be interested in kids, interested in getting married. She's just all about her career. That is success for her. If she's succeeding at it, she's becoming one of the top recognized in her career, or one of the top persons in her office or in her department. That is all it is for her. To a business owner, the fact that they are attaining one success level to the next, that is success for that business. Do you understand? So until you define what success is to you, you will not even know what you're chasing towards. And when some of you attain it, you will not even know. And also when you get to that level, so you can know when to raise the bar for yourself. Okay? So why is it that two people start the same business, under the same mentorship, have the same information about the business available to them? Why is it that one person emerges a success and the other person emerges a failure? Have you ever taken your time to ask this question? For some other person, it's not for me. It's not my destiny. That's what some people are going to say. For some other person, they're going to blame their upline. Oh, you're not doing this for me. You're not doing that for me. Forgetting that the same mentor, for example, let me use Ambassador Ronke, for example. The same Ambassador Ronke that is mentoring Ambassador Lola is the same Ambassador Ronke. She doesn't shape-shift when she's trying to mentor me. She doesn't shape-shift. When I say shape-shift, she doesn't become another person when she's trying to mentor Ambassador Lola. She doesn't become another person when she's trying to mentor Ambassador, Mr. Jerry. She doesn't become another person when she's trying to mentor Isdo and the rest of the leaders that are here. She doesn't become another person. She is still the same Ambassador Ronke when she's mentoring me. She's still the same Ambassador Ronke when she's mentoring every person. So why is it that some leaders are thriving while some other leaders are not thriving? These are questions that beg to be answered. Why do we have people who their eyes light up when they go about this business? There's some people, when you mention this business, they are so ecstatic, they are so happy. You can see it in the way they talk about the business. You can see it in the way they get excited about the business. But for some other people, you would see in the way that they do the business that they are struggling to get by. So why is that? Why? That's why for some other people, they're just struggling. You can see it in their face. You can see every time you see them, they're sweating, they're tired. You can see all of these things. Why is there such a disparity between who you wanted to be in this business and what you have currently achieved? Why is there such a great disparity? Why? Why is there such a great difference between where you want to be and where you are now? These are questions that beg to be answered. Can you take a moment to ask yourself why you would not release your own success? Why do you self-sabotage? If you're in my team, there's one thing you would know me for. When you're coming to come and tell me, oh, my village people, the reason why I'm not succeeding because I know some of my village people, I don't listen to that. In fact, my brain blocks that out. First of all, I don't believe that if you're truly a child of God, you should believe all those things can get to you. That is number one. And so I also believe that anybody who doesn't take charge, who is not in charge of their success, that for me is a lazy way of getting out of your responsibility. You are not succeeding. You're supposed to, if you're not succeeding, I believe it's entirely in your hands, between you and God. So if you're not succeeding, you're not getting the result that you want, as far as I'm concerned, you are self-sabotaging. That is what is happening to you. As far as I'm concerned. But Ambassador Didi, I know some of you may be asking, but Ambassador Didi, how would you even think? How would you even think I would not want to succeed so bad? How would you even think that I would use my own hand and sabotage my business? I know some of you will be asking me that. Self-sabotage is when people do or don't do the things that back their success. I want to start showing you, block their success. I want to start showing you how you are sabotaging your success. Just in case you are wondering, are you saying I am sabotaging my own success? That's what some of you may be asking. Let me answer your question. Self-sabotage is when people do or don't do the things that block their success. If that is, sorry guys. Can everybody see my screen? Please let me know if you can see my screen. Let me know if you can see my screen. Yes or no? Can you see my screen? Okay, awesome. Okay. So it is when they block their success or prevent themselves from accomplishing their goals. Self-sabotage can manifest in many different behaviors. These are some of the recurring examples. You might forget a deadline or fail to prepare for a presentation properly. Perhaps you are constantly late to work. These are ways that you self-sabotage. Because why won't you be early? Because why would you constantly forget your deadline? These are ways that you self-sabotage. Why would you fail to prepare for a presentation? And then you get there, you do that presentation in such a terrible way. Why would you self-sabotage? Why? You procrastinate. Please, Ambassador Lola, is this being recorded? Please help me. I don't know if it's being recorded because I can't see it from my own end.
Yes, it is.
Okay, thank you. You procrastinate repeatedly, putting off something that you need to do. That is you self-sabotaging. That is you self-sabotaging. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it next tomorrow. And then you never get to do it. You have your prospect, some of you invite massively with all your heart and all your soul. After all the invitation, prospects show up, and then you fail to follow up immediately after the presentation. You tell yourself, I'm going to do the follow-up tomorrow. Isn't that you self-sabotaging? Killing your own success with your own hands. You avoid temporal displeasure, which costs you a permanent life of regret. That is you self-sabotaging. Just denying yourself some few things now. Denying yourself few sleep here and there, few hours of sleep here and there. You don't want to do that. You want to sleep for the whole 10 hours, 12 hours you're sleeping. You don't want anything to stress you mentally. You avoid temporal displeasure. It's not like you'll be denied of your sleep all your life. No. That for the 90 days game plan, that for these few days, that you are able to deny yourself some of the things you love doing just for these few days. And after the 90 days, you would have created the result that you've always wanted, to be able to live the life that you want forever for the longest time. No, but you don't want to do it. This is you self-sabotaging. Maybe you start some project, but you never finish them. You're the kind of person that every time you start something, and this is me also trying to open up your eyes. Some of you, you're always feeling bad when people come into the business. Okay, someone said they're not seeing my face. Can you guys see my face? It's been spotlighted already, but can you guys see my face?
Yes, we can see it. We can see it.
Okay, thank you so much. I don't know why my PA is telling me nobody can see. Anyway, so it might be any of these things. If you see somebody who's constantly maybe coming to your business 2 months after, 1 month after, a week after they leave the business and go into another thing, don't beat yourself up. Don't always ask yourself, why is it always happening to me? Why is it me? Stop blaming yourself. Sometimes it's more about them than it is about you. There might be some things you're getting wrong. Go do them. Make sure you work on them. Make sure that you're the kind of person that when people register, you do their IPO, get them to do their QSG. You're always there for them, answering their questions, guiding them and all that. But if you've done all these things and they still quit, it's not about you. It's about them. They're the kind of people that whenever they get into something, they don't know how to hold it down. They are quitters. That is what they are known for. Always quitting. They move to another thing, they'll quit. Look for them in the next 6 months in that thing that they are doing. They've quit already. They've gone into other things. You feel unable to proceed even when you are presented with an excited opportunity. Another telltale sign of self-sabotage is that you grind to a halt for no reason, for no rational reason, when you are trying to achieve your goal. You're grinding, all of a sudden you stop. In your mind, though, you have your excuse. If they ask you now, you have a perfect reason for not achieving your goal. That is you self-sabotaging. The skill and the will are there, but something stops you from moving forward. You are self-sabotaging. Sometimes people who self-sabotage, they have the best of skills. They are intelligent, they are smart, but guess what? You don't have the discipline. That is the problem. Self-sabotage is often driven by negative talk, where you tell yourself that you are inadequate or you are unworthy of success. This is another thing I get to see. Because sometimes I wonder, why is it that some leaders attain a certain pinnacle of success and all of a sudden they stop? Why is it like we know some leaders, maybe even in our team or maybe in other teams, people who at some point they made some money, they were being recognized here and there, and all of a sudden nobody hears about them anymore. It's not just that they are self-sabotaging, but I've realized as well that these people have gotten to the point where they think that they're unworthy of the other levels of success. And also that's self-sabotaging. You find yourself thinking things like, you can't do it. You don't deserve that. If you try, you probably fail anyway. That is you self-sabotaging. All self-sabotage, lack of belief in ourselves, low self-esteem, judgments, criticisms, and demands for perfections are forms of self-abuse in which we destroy the very essence of our vitality. Self-sabotage is another form of self-abuse. When somebody else abuses you, it is not your fault. But how do you even use your own hand to abuse yourself? How do you even use your own hand by your own self to abuse yourself? Have you seen some people live in constant regret of things that could or couldn't have been, of things they should or could have done or whatever? Have you seen some people at their deathbed, they are thinking, if only I could have done this, maybe I could have gone ahead to do this. Some people that maybe their husband left them or their wife left them. Why did your wife leave? Because your wife saw that you're not achieving anything. You're not doing anything. And your wife just says, you wakes up in the morning, and at your deathbed, you're thinking, your wife could not have left, right? Your friends, you would have had a better circle of friends. You'd have done better. You're regretting all these things. All that regret, all that depression, for me, of course, that's consequences of self-sabotaging, which is what? Self-abuse. Why? Why do you constantly live in that circle? You're supposed to do something, you don't do it, and then you live with the regrets. Isn't that abuse? How do I join, or how do you join the 1% who have figured it out? Because some people have figured it out already. How do you join that? I want to share it with you so that you stop trying to figure it out. More than 95% of the world population believe that their lives are shaped by by the outside forces. Unfortunately, they believe that it's something else that is shaping their life, something else that is affecting them. That the reason why they're not getting the result is because of something else, because of their upline. Oh, if only Ambassador Ronke had done this for me. If only Ambassador Lola had done this for me. If only Jerry, if only Mr. Isdo, if only these guys had done this for me, just maybe I would have gotten more results. If only the system had been this way. If only this had been that way. These people are pushed around by the tide of the sea. They have no control over their destiny. And they are just doing stuff because everyone is doing stuff. And they said we should invite. Now let me try and invite. They invite when they feel like. Oh, there's a big event. They said we should do. No, they're not taking any initiative. Anything they say they should do, wind will just be blowing them here, left, right, and center. No direction, no goal. The man who succeeds is the man who is progressively realizing a worthy ideal. He makes up his mind about what he wants to become or who he wants to become and begins to work towards that goal. Definite goal. This is what I want. I don't want 10 of it. I don't want, this is just one thing I want. And they're working at it every day. Every time you wake them up in the morning, they can tell you definitely, without ambiguity, this is what I want, and that is what they are going for. But Ambassador Didi, I work so hard. Why am I not succeeding yet? Why is it that some men work so hard yet achieve nothing in particular? Why some others seem not to work so hard, but yet get everything that they want and more? They look like they have a magic touch, right? I need to let you know that they don't have any magic touch. No, they don't have any magic touch. If you notice, those who succeed tend to continue. Once you get out of that rut, you are out of that rut. I will share with you what that 1% crazy they are doing. I will share with you why it looks like somebody has the magic touch. Why is it that their team, you're doing the same business, so their team is just growing? But to you, your own is as if your own is just where two or three are gathered. Week in, week out, month in, month out. People join as they are joining, they are leaving. Why? Let me show you how the 1% crazy have done it. This is how they have done it. We become what we think about constantly. According to Earl Nightingale, throughout all history, the great wise men and teachers, philosophers, prophets, they have disagreed with so many things on different subjects. Have you seen philosophers argue? Even within philosophers, There are some that are of a particular school of thought. There are some that are about another school of thought. They are always at loggerhead, disagreeing on so many things. They see the world from different views, from different angles. Some see the world as circles, some others see it as straight, some others see it as, in different ways. But it is only in one point that all these great minds have complete unanimous agreement without any ambiguity. They are all in one agreement because of this one thing. Marcus said, he's a great Roman emperor, he said, a man's life is what his thoughts make of it. All the philosophers are in on this, they are agreeing on it. The greatest teachers, the prophets, when I say prophets from different religion, they are in agreement with this one thing, that whatever it is that you have right now, you thought it through. You thought it through. A man is what he thinks about all day long, from Ralph Emerson. What he thinks about all day long. They are not arguing about it. They are in agreement with this. William James said, this is another great, crazy philosopher. He said, the greatest discovery of our generation is that human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. As you think, so shall you be. Of course, we know in the Bible, I may not be able to quote the Quran, but I can be able to quote the Bible. I can't quote the Quran because I'm not a Muslim and I don't read the Quran. For as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Clean. It doesn't require a paragraph. It is self-explanatory. Whatever you think about constantly, so are you. If you only care enough for a result, you will almost certainly attain it. If you wish to be rich, you will be rich. If you wish to be learned, you'll be learned. If you wish to be a top earner in global, you'll be a top earner in global. You must then really wish these things and wish them exclusively. With no doubt. With no doubt. If you think in positive terms, you will achieve positive results. This is what it is. This is what it is. George Bernard Shaw said, the people who get on this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances that they want. If they can't find them, they make them. These are the people who get on in this world. They are looking for the circumstances that they want, where they are wealthy, where they are this, where they are that. And if they can't find it, what do? They make it. But you see that thing that they want, they must get it. These are the people. So let's look at a situation that parallels the mind, or even better explains what I've been trying to share with you. If a farmer has a good fertile land, he may plant in that land whatever he chooses. That land doesn't care. He doesn't care. Whatever the farmer decides to plant in it, the land does not care. The land doesn't get to choose. The land doesn't say, you know what, plant maize today, plant tomato today. Next year, you're going to plant this other thing. No, the land doesn't get to decide. It is the farmer that gets to decide. I need to understand that the mind, like the land, doesn't care what you plant in it. It doesn't care. It doesn't care. The only thing the mind cares to do is to return to you what you plant in it. That is the only thing the mind does. So let's say that the farmer has two seeds, a corn in one hand and a nightshade, a deadly poison maybe in the another. When he plants both and takes care of the land, what will happen invariably is that the land will return what it has planted. As is written in the Bible, as you sow, so shall you reap. The human mind is far more fertile. Imagine as fertile as the land is, as fertile as it is, even with all the fertilizers and everything, the mind is still far more fertile, far more incredible and mysterious than the land. But it works in the same way, and it doesn't care what you plant in it. Success, failure, a concrete wild goal, or confusion, misunderstanding, fear, anxiety, and so on. Whatever it is you plant in your mind, that is what it will return to you. That is what it will call. That is just what you're going to get back. That's just what you're going to get back. So what do you want? And how are you going to get it? How are you going to get it? Do you want to be a great closer? Do you want to be a great leader to your team? Do you want to build one of the largest organizations in C21FG? One of the best, most recognized teams in wealth creators? Do you want to become a top 20 earner? Whether it's within our team wealth creators or the general C21FG or Alliance Emotion Global, all you've got to do is plant that seed in your mind, care for it, work steadily towards that goal, and it will become a reality. That is what you need to do. People's negative habitual way of thinking steals from them. Your negative thoughts, your negative thought process is constantly stealing from you. It's like a man that, okay, today you tell yourself, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm excited. I want to achieve this and this and that. And you set about doing it. One thing happens, fills your mind with so many negative thoughts. What those negative thoughts will do for you is that it will take you 10 steps back. So you're always going 2 steps forward, 10 steps back, another 2 steps forward, another 1 million steps backward. That is what you're constantly doing. So how do you deal with these negative thoughts that are constantly stealing from you? How do you deal with it? Number 1, don't think about what you don't want. You are where you are because of what you have been thinking about. You don't want that whenever you call your prospect, everybody you call, they are saying no to you, saying no to you. Don't be thinking about it. Don't be thinking about it. Oh, the people that are succeeding, you think that everybody's saying yes to them. It's just their attitude around it. While a no cripples you, a no motivates them to keep going. Think about what you don't want. Make up your mind to do the work necessary now to avoid any regrets that not doing so may cause. Make up your mind, anything that you need to do, continue to go hard at it. Some of you are full-timers listening to me, but guess what? You are turning on your bed. Is that where you should be, listening to this cell meeting as a full-timer? Part-timers, I may understand. First of all, if you're a part-timer and you're on the bed, what are you doing on the bed as a part-timer? There's an office close to you and you are doing the business as a part-timer and you're on the bed. If it's that you're doing the business as a part-timer and you're in the office, I understand that. But you're doing the business and we're in cell meeting, you are on your bed, you are in your room. What are you doing in your room? But Ambassador Didi, the cash crunch, are you aware? Are you aware that even with the cash crunch, bankers are going to the bank? Some of the bankers are so scared. Yes, so are so scared because if you see the way that they are entering so many banks because of this cash crunch and scattering things. But let me see any banker that will say, do you know that in Surulere, they scattered one Access Bank. Let me not go to my own branch in Ikota. Is it Ikota, Lagos? I think it's Ikota, they call it in Lagos. Okay, let me use another place I'm very sure of. Ikeja. Let me not go to my own branch in Ikeja this morning because I don't know what will happen. No, don't go to work in the morning. There's cash crunch, there's cash crunch. It's not, bankers are going to work. Oh, maybe you think that they are giving them cash, they are giving them money. The people at the supermarket are going to work every single day with the cash crunch or not. But guess what? Because it's network marketing now, you can do as you please. You are listening to me, you are in cell meeting. Yes, so let's clap for you. You are in cell meeting, but you're a full-timer, you are at home. And tomorrow you wonder why some people are succeeding while you are not. And then again, that goes the whole, I would have succeeded if my upline would have done this, like blah, 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 blah. No, it's not your fault. Your upline is currently in the office doing the grind. Your upline is currently right now doing the activities that they need to do. And then tomorrow, my upline would have supported me. They didn't support me with money. They didn't support me with this. They would have given me money. I needed money. They didn't give me. No, but your upline is doing the grind when they should, but you're not. Make up your mind to do the work necessary now to avoid any regrets that not doing so may cause. Set a goal for yourself and make up your mind to think about it always from all possible angles. Why is it that successful people are so successful and they keep going at it? They keep going at it. Why? Because whenever they encounter a challenge, guess what some of you would do? Some of you may even say it's a sign from God that you should not continue. Hey, God, I've seen some stupid people, there are plenty. Some of you will say, this challenge is a sign, an ultimate sign from the Holy Spirit that I should not continue with this business. Please, how many of you are like that here? Or you know some of them? How many of you know some of them like that? It's the Holy Spirit that told them not to continue because they encountered a challenge. How many of you know some of them? Oh, I know some of you will not agree that you're like that. But at least you know some of them, Abby. You know some of them, good. The fact that you know some of them is enough for me ahead. Whether you are like that, the worst thing that happened to you in this cell meeting is not to tell yourself the truth. That's the worst thing. And that's why some people are not succeeding. They never get to tell themselves the truth. You would have, the number one, for me, you have half solved a problem. Half. Let's say the problem is 100%. The way to solve that problem by half is by recognizing that there's even a problem. Once you recognize there's a problem, then you've solved it as far as I'm concerned. Set a goal for yourself and make up your mind, to think about it always from, different angles. So while some leaders encounter a challenge and say, oh my God, it's my village people. Some other people say, oh my God, it's a sign from God that I should stop. Oh my God, the business is too difficult. Oh my God, it's not for my type of person. Oh my God, is this, is that. Another person is going to say, hey, this challenge that I'm encountering, is there something I'm not doing well? They will ask their leader, this is how I approach this challenge. Do you think I should have done it this? Do you think there's something I should have done? They ask their leader may profile a solution. They check themselves, is there something I'm doing? After they finish checking themselves, they check in with their leader, is there something you think I should have done? They strategize, they re-strategize, they go back to their circle, okay. They go back, review what they've done, review. Okay, this is what I did. Oh, I followed up on this with this angle, but what did Eric Worre say about this type of follow-up? Oh, I didn't do it well. Oh, I used Eric Worre style. Let me try Matt Murray style. Let me try, let me ask Ambassador Ronke, this is how I approached it. This is what some other people would do. And then they go back at it again. And tomorrow you wonder why they're succeeding. You think they're not having challenges. You think they're without challenges. Anybody they talk to, they just register. They don't have any challenge. Everything is moving smoothly. Everybody they talk to, the person registers immediately. Oh, that's what you think. Refuse to believe that there are any circumstances sufficiently strong to defeat you in the accomplishment of your purpose. Don't agree that there's anything strong enough, except God in heaven says this business is not for you. Please, not when you're lying to yourself. Except God in heaven says, you know what, stop this business. Believe that nothing in the world has the power whatsoever, whoever it is, under whatever circumstance, has no power, sufficiently enough. Maybe it has some power, but it's just not enough or strong enough to defeat you in the accomplishment of your purpose. Until you believe this, trust me, any little thing that happens, any small wind that blows, it scatters the foundation of your business. Every small thing. Ambassador, I don't like the way Ambassador Didi talked to me. There's a way she talked to me. There's a tone in her voice, and you quit your business. Have you seen that you don't have sense? That is the problem. It's not your village people. You are the ones self-sabotaging yourself. You have been the one self-sabotaging yourself. It's not your village people that did that one, or you're the one that did it for yourself. You don't like the way Ambassador Didi talked to you. So therefore, you quit your business, but Ambassador Didi is still there buying properties, traveling around the world, living life based on her terms, but you have quit on your business. Oshay, Twitter, let's clap for you. Please, let's go to the chat session and clap for such people. They don't like the tone of the voice. They don't like the way their leader talked to them. Their leader should have calmed down, reduced their voice small to talk to them. The leader should have said, oh, ma, oh, sir, bow down, kiss their feet, wash their feet before they do anything for them. So therefore, they have quit the business because they don't like the way they talk to them. Please, let's clap for them. Oshay, Twitter. Nice one. Continue quitting. And then as soon as you quit, guess what? AIM Global will stop their business because Oshay Quitter in Lagos has quit. Let's clap for you. Congratulations for quitting. Please, I beg of you. I may sound harsh today, but it's only because I care about your success. It's only because I need you to get out of that rut and start succeeding. You're giving this business a bad name. You're the kind of person that people will look at and say, if this is the kind of person running this business with this kind of shoe, with this kind of mindset, with this kind of dressing, I'm not going to do this business. You're the reason why some people are not joining our business. You're the reason. I need you to stop giving our business a bad name. Refuse to believe that there's anything strong enough. Oh, maybe you think my leaders, they don't correct me. Oh, maybe you think my leaders, they don't change it for me sometimes. Oh, it's always lovey-dovey. Oh, if it was always lovey-dovey, I would not even be here speaking to you people. I probably would have still been at that radio station receiving 20,000 naira. Yes. You must mentally place yourself in that 1%. Let me tell you guys one of my secrets in this business. I think I've shared it before for those of you that were smart enough to get it that time, but I'm still going to share it again. When I joined this business, right, I had a lot of self-doubts. I had a lot of, I think I shared this at Emerge as well, where I told you guys when I had, what's it called again? Low self-esteem as well because of my pimple. I was very skinny and all that. I had some of my, I had my low self-esteem and all that. I didn't believe I was all that beautiful. I didn't believe all that at the beginning of my business and all that. So I had a lot of these. I didn't believe I could talk to people. I was very, very, introverted and all that. But let me tell you one of the things I did. I told myself that I'm just going to be following these people, whatever it is that they are doing, I'll just be following them. Whether it makes sense to me or not, whether I think I can or not, I'll just be following anything that they are doing. That's why sometimes I'll just go and thank Ambassador. Okay, thank you for always carrying me along. I'll just be, sometimes she doesn't even need to say, Didi, follow me. I'll just be following her. Sometimes I'll even ask, can I follow? Just anything she's doing. The leaders are getting office. Okay, me too, I'll get my own office. Okay, they said they will travel. I don't have all the money in the world, but I'll look for the money. If it's this travel that is going to help them gain some necessary mindset that they need, that I also need. I don't ever want these people to be ahead of me. I don't want it. That has always been my mindset. That has always been my mindset. I don't even need, sometimes, most times, I don't need Ambassador to tell me, Didi, you know that this is the next level for your business. You must do this. Most times I even do it and even inform her that this is what I need to do. Or I've done it already. For me, it has always been my mindset. Mentally place yourself in that 1%. Tell yourself you are there. See yourself as someone that cannot go below that. As you set a standard for yourself and never go below it. Never go below it. Make up your mind on what you want. Make it clear. Let it be strong enough. Wake up every day. Let it be clear. Here's some things when people tell me, I wanted to come to the office, but my husband told me I should not that. And my question is, if you're working in the bank, would your husband say that? Oh, people are not answering me. If you're working in the bank, my husband said I should start coming back immediately. I was in the office, but my husband said I should start coming back immediately. Please, if you were working in the bank, would your husband just tell you to just start coming back? I've not eaten, start coming back. First of all, I'm not saying you should not have cooked and gotten it ready, maybe put it in the freezer so that maybe when it comes back, he can warm it or whatever. But would he not be able to, would he just call you and just say, start coming back? Do you understand where there's a problem? Is the way you have been portraying your business. Your husband has seen that you're not a serious person. Now, the funny thing now is, he may not even outrightly say to you that you're not a serious person. You have imprinted that message in his mind that you're just not serious with your business, that your business is not a serious one, that your business is one that he can just call you and say, please don't start coming home. No, leave everything you're doing. No, so just start coming, just come. There's something I need to show you. You've already imprinted that in his mind, that that's the kind of business you're running, that it's not a serious business. That is what you've told your husband. And that is why he can, why are you leaving very early? No, okay, you don't worry, you leave, please, you leave by 12, but I need you to help me do this and do this. My mother cannot call me very early in the morning. She already knows about cell meetings. They know how I take my business. They know how I handle my business. Sometimes if I wake up in the morning, I wake up in the morning, I'll just tell my husband, I'm very, very sorry. You know, I would have just done this. My husband will just say, no, don't worry. Is it food? Don't worry, I'll take care of myself. I'm okay. Because I've sold, I didn't come to him to say, please. I didn't have to tell him, you know now, this business, I have to take it seriously. I didn't have to. But just him seeing the way I handle my business, I've already imprinted something in his mind. He knows that this business, we don't joke with it in this family. So he has bought it as his own as well. We don't joke with this business. It's our business. Do you understand what I'm saying? Make up your mind on what you want. Let it be clear. And when you make make up your mind on what you want, and it's clear, everybody will align. The world will adjust. You see how they will act in your favor. Some of you that have kids, you see how your husband would even say, don't worry. Is that the problem? We'll get a nanny. Please be going. Don't worry. We'll get you a nanny. If you're working in the bank and you had your child, what would happen to that child? Would you throw the child away? If you're working in the bank, would you throw the child away? Where they give 2 months or 3 months maximum, would you not resume unless you want to quit? Or unless you want them to fire you? But it's only in this business that I give some of these excuses. So stop self-sabotaging. Knowing that your returns in life must be in direct proportion to what you give. Please, I want everybody to listen to this carefully. Knowing that your returns in life must be in direct proportion to what you give. The moment you decide on a goal to work on, or to work towards, or to work on, you are then in that rare and successful category of people who will know, or who know where they are going, and you would succeed. You need to understand that whatever it is you give, that's what you get in the same direct proportion. You don't give 1 and get 10. You give 1 and get back 1. That is why you need to be very careful about what you're sowing, so that you can reap as much as you want. As a salesman, go at it as if you've never done it before, not in hectic fashion, but with a calm, cheerful assurance that time well spent will give you the abundance and return, and the return you deserve and want, no matter what. Do it as if you've not done it before for the next few months. Put everything into it. You're not closing as much result. You're not getting as much result. Do it with everything. The day that you will master it, you will not even know how it happened. Keep doing it. I'm not such a great presenter. I struggle. Keep doing it. The day you become a master presenter, you will not even know how it happened. It will just look like you became an overnight success. No, it was not overnight. It was not overnight success. Overnight success, people that say overnight success because all of a sudden it looks like the person just is making all the money, getting all the results, and all that. It was not overnight. It was nights and nights of hard work. Our financial return will be in direct proportion to our service. Success is not the result of making money. Making money is the result of what? Of success. It's the result of success. To win in network marketing, we must first understand and apply its most crucial law. Help enough people get what they want. That is just network marketing. If that's not what you have been doing, you are not in network marketing, you are in another business. In network marketing, we win by helping other people win. We win by applying this crucial law, helping enough people get what they want. As they're getting what they want, what is happening to you? You are automatically getting what you want. So let's start with let's start by doing all of these things. Let's start with all these things. We're at May 2023. At the beginning of this year, January 2023, all the leaders came, poured out their hearts, their minds, their soul, everything. Some of them, virtue left them. You could see the way they were panting after their training. They gave it their all. Some of you, as soon as you left Abuja, you forgot all the training. And all of them, because most of all the retreats we have had, after we're done with the retreat, we move on with our life. But for the first time, all the leaders agreed on one thing, that if we're going to win in 2023, that it is going to be one thing that is going to get us that result. And what was that thing that everybody was saying? Can everybody remind me? Can everybody remind me what all of them were saying? All the leaders, they were saying the same thing, 90 days game plan. Some of them came and said, what pushed me to this level of success was 90 days game plan. Another person said, I did the 90 days game plan, but you know me now, I won't do 90. I did 180. He went about it, and today he's one of the top earners, making so much money, has properties here and there. All the leaders were saying the same thing. What put me at this point in my life in this business is that there was a time when I gave this business my all, recruited so many people in a short period of time, without looking left, without looking right. Somebody even said that they were even, I think it was, I can't remember which of the leaders that said they were sick within the period because they were giving it all, their all. Their all. They were sick within the period as well. The person knows, in fact, when that person said it, I was happy that the person said it because just to prepare your mind, because some people would think that 90 days game plan will not stress them. They think it's just another, let it just be another buzz. One of my leaders was gisting me. I said it in my own, in my training, one of my cell meetings, but I'll still share it here, just in case maybe somebody has also said the same thing to you. Because some people that we may call leaders are not really leaders. I need to say this, please. Some people you may call leaders are not really leaders because some people that you expect that they should know better, sometimes they don't even know better. They are not even, so that is not everybody that you need to be able to, as a smart person, you must be discerning. When somebody says something, you should be able to tell if this person, are they making this money by chance or they deserve to be there, right? So one of the leaders walked into an office. I'm not going to mention the person's name. Walked into an office, the leader was there and the downline was there. And this is a downline that is still trying to bring up her business. She's excited about the business, motivated about the business, super pumped up about the business, right? And out of the blues, this supposed leader comes in and I don't know what they were talking about. Next thing, he says, forget all this 90 days game plan. Forget all this 90 days game plan. How can he say, how can this other leader that said he did 180, how can he say he did 180 days? Forget it. This 90, who has ever done this 90 days game plan? Who has ever done it and finished it? A lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. And I was happy. First of all, what hurt the other leader that he was talking to was, why would you say this in front of my downline? If you say this to me, I can handle it as a leader. But why would you say this in front of my own downline? And then this leader said, well, that is why the phenom is the phenom, and you are where you are. This is somebody that has not been getting results, that has been struggling in the business. Be careful about who you listen to in this business. Be very discerning. It's not everybody. You started the 90 days game plan and you have stopped. You were excited about the 90 days game plan. Now you're no longer excited. Why? Can somebody tell me why? Can somebody tell me why you have stopped? And this so-called leader joined the business before this man that has bought properties all over, traveling around the world. He just returned from Singapore. You're in Nigeria saying what he did is a lie. What he did is a lie. Anyway, can you tell me why you have stopped doing the 90 days game plan? The person that you are listening to, do you want their type of results? Do you want their type of results? Would you not rather listen to people who have the result that you want and focus on them? Would you not rather do that and be committed to it? Please, we're running the 90 days game plan. Don't self-sabotage. But Ambassador Didi, I've only recruited just 3 people. How am I sure it will ever happen? You don't know the power of just going all in and believing that you can. You don't know the power. It's because you believe you do it today, tomorrow you lose the belief. Next tomorrow you believe again, then you stop. That's how you've been in and out, in and out, in and out. And because you are not running the 90 days game plan with everything that you have, your downlines are also not running the 90 days game plan with everything that they have. While other people are generating momentum in their team, you stop generating momentum in your team. I hope somebody is getting value today. I hope somebody is getting value today. In summary, do not let your mind think you out of a life that you deserve. Do not let this powerful powerhouse. The mind has the power to help you. Anything you say this mind should create for you, that's what it's going to create for you. So if you're there feeling it, anxiety, doubts and everything, that's what it's going to be bringing out for you. It is that powerful. So if you catch yourself off track, get back on track. So it's not to say that sometimes you will not catch your mind. That's why you need to pay attention to what is going on in your mind, because you have more conversations with your mind more than with other people. Do you understand that? So that's why what I'm attacking today is the mind, not what other people are saying to you, because you have more conversations in your mind. So if you catch yourself saying things like, let's say you're about to make call And your mind says, I do that a lot. Trust me, I do that a lot. Let's say I'm about to make a call, and my mind starts telling me, are you sure this person will register? The last person you even called, the person did not even see the way the person even talked. Or this one you've even done, or the Facebook you've even done. No result, no result. Are you sure this one you're about to do? Once I catch myself, sometimes you don't catch yourself early. Once I catch myself, I'll say, God forbid. The next one I'm going to do is going to be better. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to go well. It's going to reach the right people. And I go about and do it. It's not as in, I'll just kill that thought immediately, fight it back. I want you to know that whatever you believe in, it works. Whatever you believe in, if you believe this business is going to work, it's going to work for you. If you believe you're going to build a large organization, it's going to work for you. If you believe that you're going to be celebrated as one of the top earners, you're going to do this 90 days game plan and emerge, it's going to work for you. How would you even, some people, 90 days game plan is to get 60 people infused in your business in a short period of time, so that with that burst of activity, you never have to struggle again. Leaders are going to emerge in your team within the period as well. Some people may engage in it. They may end up with 40. Some may end up, of course, some may end up with the 60. With the way some people are going already, it's obvious that these people are going to end up with the 60 with the way that they are going, even with the whole cash crunch and all that. There's a cash crunch, but people are still there recruiting people. The top one right now in my team in terms of recruiting is in Yola, all the way in far north. And you guys know that north was like the most heated place in this whole election, period. One of the most heated places. The second person is in Lagos. Lagos, that they are doing this one, scattering places, scattering where Igbos are living, scattering this one and that. The second person in my team, the top recruiter in my team, in Lagos. Whatever you believe in works. Get out of that rut. Get into a realm where you believe that anything you put your hands in would work for you. Even if they are not, remind yourself that you are gaining the necessary skills to help you achieve it when the time comes. That is what my mind, that's how my mind is. Once I encounter a challenge, I remind myself that, okay, this is here to teach me. What is it teaching me? Some of you never get the lesson because you're still there saying how the village people. No, I ask myself, what is the lesson here? I get the lesson and I move forward with it. I'm not perfect yet.